Hello friends, welcome back to the tetrahedron chemistry classes. So guys, in the concept booster series, today I am going to discuss another very important concept which every chemistry student must understand, and the name of the topic is the dual nature of the HNO2, which is your nitrous acid. Okay, so how we can produce this nitrous acid? Say in the reaction, generally most of the time you will not get this HNO2 as such, but instead of this HNO2 you can have this species, which is your sodium nitrite NaNO2 and then HCl. Okay, and when these two species react, they produce HNO2, okay, along with the NaC. So okay, along with the NaCl. So this is the in situ production of HNO2. Okay, this is known as the in situ. In situ means at the time of the requirement it will be produced. Okay, so what is the meaning of the dual nature? So guys, remember one thing. See, if I write HNO3 here, right, this is your nitric acid. I can write nitric acid for this, nitric acid, there is no problem. And here I can write HNO2, which I can write as nitrous acid. Okay. So first of all, you can check the oxidation state of these species. So how you can calculate the oxidation state? I hope you know. Hydrogen is 1, nitrogen you can put N or X instead of N here, or you can put X or N, anything, right, in place of your nitrogen. And you know one oxygen is having -2 charge, and there are 3 oxygens present in this HNO3, and that would be equals to 0. Why 0? Because there is this species is the neutral, there is no charge, any formal charge or any species. So if you solve this factor, then you will quickly get X equals to 5. So in that case, nitrogen is in +5 oxidation state. Same calculation you can do for this HNO2, that is 1 plus X plus -2 is the charge on the oxygen, and 2 times it is present, equals to 0, okay, and X equals to 3 in that case. That means nitrogen is in +3 oxidation state. So you know from the basics of your inorganic chemistry, whenever you are having certain species in which the same element is having the different oxidation state, then the species where oxidation state is lower, okay, lower oxidation state, that species is known as actually us form. That's why it is nitrous acid. Okay, and whenever you have you know this actually +5 is the higher oxidation state, so it is ic form, right? So ic form means, that means nitric acid. Similarly, you can understand if you have been given mercury plus, that means it is mercurous ion. Okay, and when you have Hg2 positive, then it is mercuric ion. Okay, so higher oxidation state form is the ic form, lower oxidation state form is the us form. Okay, now if you see here, nitric acid, if you see the property of this nitric acid, it is a very strong oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent, very strong and very famous oxidizing agent. Okay guys, while when you go for this one HNO2, it can act as your oxidizing agent. I can write here oxidizing agent, okay, as well as it can also act as the reducing agent depending upon the type of the reaction. Okay, so that means it is acting as both oxidizing as well as reducing agent. This means it is having the dual nature or the dual behavior. And you know, whenever a person, you can take the analogy of your common life, when a person is having actually dual nature, so its character cannot be considered as strong character. Similarly here, if in chemistry also, if any species is acting as both acid and base, its dual behavior, so it cannot be neither a strong acid nor the strong base. Same is true for the oxidizing and the reducing agents. Like HNO2 is acting as your oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent, it's a dual behavior. So it is neither a strong oxidizing agent nor a strong reducing agent, but it is a weak oxidizing agent and weak reducing agent. So what is the reason behind that? Reason is simply like that. See, for nitrogen, you may have how many oxidation state? You may have 0, you may have 3, or you may have 5 oxidation state. But in HNO3, if you see here, plus 5 oxidation state is there. If it's react somewhere, okay, say if reacts in some way in some reaction, and the oxidation state of nitrogen goes down, it may goes to plus 3, it may goes to 0 actually. So, here you can see it is going from plus 5 to plus 3, that means reduction, plus 5 to 0, that means again reduction, and in any reaction the species which actually undergoes reduction can act as the reducing agents. That is why this HNO3 is only the what I have said, the species which undergoes reduction in any reaction can act as the oxidizing agent, or vice versa. If the species is undergoing the oxidation, it can act as the reducing agent. But you can see, since the maximum oxidation state of nitrogen can not exceed from 5, so for nitric acid there is only one choice, it can reduce its oxidation states. It does not matter whether it reduces to plus 3 or 0, it is always undergoing the reduction. When it is undergoing the reduction, that means it can act as the oxidizing agent. So, that is why it is having only one nature, which is the oxidizing agent, and that nature would be the very strong oxidizing agent nature. Now, coming back to the this HNO2. So, what I can do? I can write your HNO2 here. This is HNO2. You know it is plus 3. So, what it can do? See, in any reaction it can increase the oxidation state of nitrogen from plus 3 to plus 5, or in some other reaction it can decrease the oxidation state from say 3 to 0. So, this in this case it is undergoing oxidation, since you know increase in the oxidation number is the oxidation and decrease in the oxidation number is the reduction. So, here it is undergoing reduction. Okay. So, for nitrous acid, due to the intermediate oxidation state of nitrogen, that is plus 3, it can exceed its oxidation number by 2 unit and undergoes the oxidation, right, to form the plus 5 species. That means oxidation is happening, and I already told you, when the oxidation occurs for a particular species, it can act as the reducing agent for the different species. Okay. So, that is why here in that case, in this particular case, it can act as the reducing agent. While in the second case, when it is actually reducing its oxidation state, that means it is undergoing reduction. So, I can write R here, I can write O here. So, when it is undergoing the reduction, that means it can act as the oxidizing agent, right. This is the basics of the chemistry. So, now it is quite clear to you guys why this HNO2 is having the dual nature, that means the oxidizing agent as well as the reducing agent. Again, this is a very good weapon in your chemistry armory, right, when you go to the competitive examination. Okay. I hope you understood the concept well. So, that is it for today, right. Thank you very much.